Welcome. You are now tuned into the Textually Active podcast.
I can't do it. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Textually Active, your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, situationships, marriageships, and all the other ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
Talk to me nice.
And I got E on the boards.
Yo.
And guess what, guys? We have a gift for you. We have our, I want to call him like Textually Active brand ambassador, like
Ooh.
A1 day one, loyal to the soil.
Gas him up.
Like
You've seen him in the pictures.
I've had people come up to me and tell me, you know, such and such told me about your podcast, and I listened to it, and I know you. And they pointing me out places that I'm at in social settings, and they just listen, and they know all my business because this person put them on. And not only is he a brand ambassador, but he was with us from the beginning. I'm talking the first episode in the living room with Simone. Man, give it up for John. Woo! Give it up for John.
Very glad.
We're so glad to have you, John. I know it took for it to be episode.
Quite some time.
I didn't know you wanted to be here, bro.
I
He
did
didn't
like
wanna
being
ask,
behind
bro.
the scenes.
He didn't wanna ask.
I liked being behind the scenes.
But we seen him when we did Simone last episode, and you know he was here to see that. His face lit up, and I was just like, you know what? We gotta let my boy get through.
Gotta let him get in.
Gotta let him get on,
But
bro.
John, being booked and busy as he is, he told us, look, pick a date. He had to pick a date.
Right,
My
'cause
man travels.
I don't know if you know John. John is a handsome young man.
He got all his teeth.
got all his teeth. You know, he know how to use his Google.
He can read.
He can research real well. You know what I'm saying? His pocket's pretty decent.
I am going to warn you, iPhone bougie bitches. He has an Android, but don't let that stop your loving.
I do indeed have a
Okay.
galaxy.
Hold on.
He has a Galaxy.
That galaxy is toxic as shit.
You wasn't even supposed to. You wasn't supposed to put that.
Nah,
out
because
for us.
bitches
Green
down.
bubble.
No,
Yeah, but
bitches
you
be
can't
like,
surprise 'em. You gotta
bitches
put
be
it
like,
right
oh,
out
he
there.
got a green bubble. I can't talk with. Stop your shit. You're missing out on a good God fearing man right now.
Oh, he is God fan too.
I'm gonna put y'all down on some game. If you got an iPhone and your partner got an Android, download Facebook Messenger. I know it's a little ghetto, but you can still get like the iPhone feeling. Like you guys can send pictures without them being fucked up.
Video call.
Voice chat, all the features that iPhone and Android keep us from. Anyhow,
Rez.
huh?
It smell like broken here.
It's free game. Free game.
It smells.
It's free game.
That's a lot of work.
Can we gotta add that on the board? Like, it smells like broken.
It smell like broken here.
It's free game. Anyway, I'm glad to have you here, John. Thanks for coming. How y'all feeling today? Everybody feeling good?
Good day. Good day.
I'm feeling good. I'm picking my spirits up.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what you was about to say. I thought you was about to say I'm picking a scab. I'm like, what happened?
No. No. I'm just here for another episode of Textually Active. So let's just get straight to it. I posted this meme the other day, and it was about it was like, you really want to be attractive, heal. And we got some responses from it about people saying that they needed to hear this conversation and they wanted us to discuss it. And me being not a therapist, but therapeutic, I was like, who better? Who better? Me and Meezy. Ain't that right, Meezy?
Sure.
Ain't that right, John?
Yes, very good. All experts, content experts
Right.
here.
Right.
I was gonna roll with it. I didn't.
Okay, just roll with it. Just you're a healer. You've healed.
You've been therapeutic.
My mama always told me if you didn't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm gonna fade the black on this one.
All right. So let's start. I mean, it's several different things that people can heal from. So I kind of want to touch on all of them and just make it general. But the top things are somebody dying, breakups, friendships ending, arguments or beef, just being in a bad space mentally. Those are, Meezy, why are you making that face?
Damn, you going crazy.
Okay. Those are things that you have to heal from, though.
Don't. Never mind. We'll get into it.
Okay. And then another thing is just like childhood traumas. I feel like people heal from that too. So let's just jump right into it. How do you guys heal?
Bro. What? where I feel like we need to get to a place of, well, with this list of stuff is a variety of list of stuff.
Right.
And I don't think from this list of stuff that people generally have to heal from, you can heal in one specific manner.
Okay.
Because I think one of the things on there is a death, somebody dying, close to you dying. I was looking at Twitter because we know R.I.P. Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's been a sad week for everybody, and everybody hasn't, been taking it well. But people have been asking on the timeline, like, how, like, somebody said, I've never lost anybody, but how does it, like, what is that like? And somebody said, it's like Monday you might be full of energy. Everything is amazing. And then some point at Saturday afternoon, it just hit you. And now all of a sudden you're thinking about it. So I feel like as time goes on, it might get easier, but it never goes away. So I think it's certain type of things from the list or the variety of ways you need to heal. It's a lot of that shit.
There's different ways for each one.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit because, you know what I'm saying? You break up with somebody, you might just be like, I'm finna go heal at this next bitch house.
All right, we're going to touch on that in a second.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know.
As far as death, I lost a few of my loved ones. My grandmother, I lost her 2 years ago. Her birthday just passed. And I lost an aunt. I'm not going to go down the list, but I lost some people. And I think you're right when you say that it's not something that you ever fully get over. Right. It's kind of like learning to live with this new trauma. You're never going to be that same person you were before when they were living and you went through that experience. But I think with death, it's kind of just growing with the pain and just learning to adapt to it without completely avoiding it, because then you'll have those days when it hits you and you're just crying in the middle of nowhere because you buried it away and then something reminded you of it. So I think as far as death, it's kind of like a day by day situation. There's no way to say, all right, this person died, I'm good. No.
Right.
You're going to be in shock for a little bit, but you ain't good.
Right.
What do you think, John?
I mean, yeah, I definitely think it depends on how you define healing. I don't think you can ever forget something, or that, our experiences make us who we are. So you're not going to just be able to forget that experience. But I think you can be at a better state than where you were before, or you can learn how to still exist or coexist with society and with your existing relationships in a better way than you might have, let's say the day after you found out someone passed away. Whereas 2 years later, you're no longer, breaking down every 2 seconds you see the car that they used to drive, or every time you hear the song that y'all always used to dance to. You're not breaking down to that extent. So I think it just depends on how you define healing.
Yeah. It is about the people, because I think I don't have a certain level of empathy like everybody else. So me growing up being a Kobe fan, I haven't cried about it. It's been the day was just weird. Sunday was just weird. Everything about it just felt off.
Downtown was shut down.
Yeah, it was weird. The day was weird, and so you start to feel weird about it. But I haven't cried, and I haven't been emotional. I did all my posts, put my post up, and did all of that. And then when I think about somebody, I've never had anybody close to me die. And so I don't know what it's like to do that. But the people who died around me, it's more so you go to their house and you be like, damn. And then you think about it oh, they not here. So you don't ask it out loud. You just say where. And then it's oh shit, they not here.
I know when my oldest brother died, he was very close to me. He was a protector of mine, and he died at 15. And when that happened, damn, it just felt surreal. Right. It was just my protector, because you kind of in that stage, my protector from people in the neighborhood, or my other older brothers. I have 5 brothers. So, he's gone. That's not there. So it just feels you kind of walk through it, looking at it, how you have the out of body experience. That's how it was for me. People, like you said earlier, Mizi, they cope differently, but it was totally out of body the whole time. I was what? And we shared the exact same birthday. So now I only I think about it all the time, but really on my birthday.
Exactly.
But, it's not really something. I feel I know I've definitely healed.
Yeah.
But
so it's just depending on how you take situation.
Yeah, it's almost like initially when that person dies, you jump into the shock phase. And like you said, that outer body experience that you get, just realizing that they're not there. Because as people, I think every day we don't go around thinking, damn, this is going to be the moment, unless you're me and you get trapped in the elevator, that I die. Like, you don't just go around thinking about death. That's not something that you think about. But ever so often you get that reminder, like, we're here for what seems like a long time, but I don't think it's really that long that we're here. So we need to spend the time that we're here, like, just appreciating people.
I've actually, like, started thinking about that. Like, I hate to bring it up, but the Kobe thing is, like, really bothering me a little bit. Only because it's not a situation of, like, being afraid of dying. I think what makes me uncomfortable is not knowing what happens next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I imagine, and this is just me, but I imagine dying, like, you ever been at home on, like, a Saturday night and you, like, watching TV, and then the next thing you know, you just wake up, you're like, damn, I don't even remember I fell asleep.
The past 3 weekends.
Yeah, he just described my Saturdays.
You just wake up and you're like, damn, I don't even remember falling asleep. So it's like, for me, it feels like that's what dying must be like. You must, like, be at a state and then it just is over, and then blackness. I don't know if you wake up somewhere else or
if you wake up being born again,
or like what happens. Yeah, like what happens.
Or does your soul just keep traveling around in, like, Winston-Salem,
right? Because,
like, I don't know, this is actually hell. I don't know.
Dang, that's tell us how you really feel about Winston.
No, Winston-Salem is not hell. I love it here, but no, like, Earth is like your punishment. Like you have to stay here and walk around. So I feel like everybody else living.
The part that people, like, get confused, like, weirded about is, like, not living up to whatever potential or living the best of their life that they consider to be the best of their life before it's too late. And it's just like, I think, like, I watched the Nipsey interview the other day, and I felt like he knew he was about to die and he was lining his life up like that. Like, everything about his death is eerie because he was, like, planning, like, he named his last album that we ever got from him Victory Lap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew, like, what was about to happen. It was like, Crenshaw, this is where I'm from. Then it was like mailbox money because we're getting to the money now. And there was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was just things that he knew, like, you know what, it might be over. And it's just weird to think that people are living their lives for the end. I don't know. It's just weird. This is weird.
I don't think it's good to think about living life for the end, but I think it is something that you should think about, like, when you're making decisions. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've seen around the death that just happened recently is that people are saying stuff like, you know, life's too short, forgive those people, or let that person back into your life. Don't hold grudges. You never know when the last time you're going to speak to somebody. You don't want that, like, hanging over your head. But that's cool and all. Like, but if we beefing, somebody dying is not going to get everything back. It's not that simple for me to just be like.
It's very counterproductive to all the 2020 things I saw going on.
Right,
very
it is
counterproductive to healing. Like,
get rid of the toxicity in your life. Well, she about to die and she stole all my money out of my bank account. What am I supposed to do about that?
It's very toxic of you guys to say all 2019 I'm dropping dead weight, X, Y, and Z, to then turn around experiencing a celebrity dying or a human being at the end of the day dying publicly, and then turn around and tell people you need to apologize or you need to forgive. It's not that deep. First of all, yes, it is. Second of all, it took me all of 2019 to heal from that bullshit that person did to me. And now I'm just supposed to turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry because life is short. No, ma'am.
Right.
No, I'm not. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about healing from friendships. Because that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, losing friends, it hurts. You're bitter, you have triggers, and that's me.
You are you.
That's me. So have you guys ever had to heal from a friendship being over, like completely done, not able to repair, anything like that? I
mean, I've had to, like, I think with friendships it's different because, like, with a romantic relationship, you're like involved with the person. So you have like those connectors. With friendships, it's just kind of like y'all just fall off. So it didn't really seem like I needed to heal. It was just like, that's that person. Like nothing, I didn't do anything, like that's that person. But generally, anytime that's happened to me, like I feel like it never gets that deep to where like we never talk for the rest of our lives. Like typically I feel like, you know, a couple of years later on down the line, you just see each other and you realize it wasn't really that big of a deal and you kind of end up bouncing back.
Okay, it sounds like you just let it roll off your shoulder,
no conversations take place. Like I feel like friendships, that happens a lot more with friendships than any other types of relationships, like where it's not as, closure isn't really as necessary.
What do you think, Meezy?
I mean, I know the type of person I am. So I ain't never stole from nobody. I ain't never tried to kill nobody. I ain't never stole nobody's girlfriend. I ain't never had sex with nobody that you wanted. I ain't never been that kind of person. So whatever beef you got with me, that's internal. Yep. And I can't do nothing about that for you. And so, like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Me being the person I am, I'm fine. Like, as long as you ain't never did none of the things that I listed off to me.
Cheat, steal, kill.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, like, I don't remember what the fourth one was, but whatever. Like, you ain't never did none of the sins. Whatever the sins are, the commandments, you ain't never did none of the commandments. Yeah, if you ain't never did none of the commandments to me, we don't have an issue. But if you have an issue with me, well, you need to work on that. Yeah. You need to heal yourself because I didn't do that to you.
Yeah, and typically I feel like with our close friendships, we are a lot more honest with ourselves about the faults of our friends than we are with the faults of like our romantic partners. So when something happens, it's like this, I feel like a lot of times people aren't surprised by it. It's like, this is their issue. They've always had this fault. This doesn't surprise me. They need to work on this, obviously.
Yeah, because we can get into an argument all day, and we can tell each other what we think about each other. However, you process that and decide, well, we not as friends, closer friends as you thought we was before we had this argument. Then we see where we lay at. Like, I'm just telling you how I feel about you. You telling me how you feel about me, and either we can work through it or you feel some type of way where you don't want to.
I think it's different for women because we kind of share a deeper connection with our friends. I feel like your period will sink. And then
Meezy proud. He said, I got that one.
I knew that one.
Right? I know
that is not a myth.
No, but like I think girls communicate a little bit more with their girlfriends. Like for me, losing a friend kind of looks like losing somebody that I talk to on the regular, somebody that I share jokes with. And then the healing comes in when I'm thinking about that person and I want to share something with them, but I'm like, damn, we ain't even speaking, so I can't. Or like, I remember we had this joke about this show that we used to watch and can't share it with you because I ain't fucking with you. So it just comes to the point of just moving around and replacing those relationships, those friendships with like different activities. Like, damn, I want to text her about it, but I'm going to tweet something shady about it. Or
sheesh, very healthy.
Or that's not healthy. It's not healthy to subtweet.
Hey, it's your life.
It ain't healthy.
Sounds a little toxic.
Open up my Twitter and start texting something like, damn, would text this bitch, but she petty. No. But I think friendships do require some healing on my part.
What I'm trying to figure out is, you said that as women. What do you think men have, like, what is the dynamic of men friendships?
I think y'all talk when y'all link up. I think it's kind of like a link thing. Like, yo, bro, tonight at 6, and then y'all link, and then y'all.
So we're not texting about each other's day during the day. What you say? Yo, how was your day today?
Do you guys do that? Do you guys text each other like that?
What did you think of the Grammys last night?
No, I think
we just had group chats for nothing.
No, y'all send a meme. I think y'all just send a meme like, ha ha, this was funny, or. I don't know. Like, what do you guys talk about?
I don't know about John, I don't know about Eve, but like, that conversation you think we have when we link, it's usually, yes, it's when we link when we're in person, but we still call each other, we still text each other.
Oh, y'all be calling?
Yeah.
What y'all talk about on the phone?
We talk. We talk about life.
Mind is blown.
We talk about life.
I mean, yeah, I think it depends on your guy friend. Like, you're not, like, I'm not going to call in, like, C team or D, like, some, like, I guess like outer bound guys or outlier guys.
So you got A-list, B-list, C-list.
Yeah, like now my homeboys who are like my real homeboys, right. I'm calling them, I'm talking on the phone. Like we can talk on the phone for hours. Like just like Tim, we'll talk on the phone for a long time. Shout out to Tim. Some of my other homeboys, like I'll call them, I'm like, dang, it's been like 6 minutes. That's a long time. Like,
hold on, wait. No shade to John's D-list friends. I'm sorry if John doesn't talk to you long. He's not trying to hurt your feelings. He's just saying he love you, but he got a deeper friend.
Yeah, but you gotta understand we have levels too.
Yeah, it's levels to friendship.
His A-team is the niggas he been with for a long time. Mm-hmm. His D friends he might have just met within the last couple of years.
They would understand that. Like they wouldn't get offended. They'd be like, like we're not gonna sit on the phone for hours. That's just
so like John breaking up with his A-team, he probably would have to figure out.
Yeah, somebody would have to get an opportunity to...
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, promotion time.
No, but really, that's what it's like healing from friendships. Like,
yo, dog, how was your day?
You might be a replacer.
I do. I will promote a bitch in a minute. Like, hold on, a spot just opened up.
See, I would rather find a whole new... resume on hold. I would rather find a whole new friend than promote. Because I would more likely go outside of the organization than I would promote from within the organization.
But now
because there's a reason why you're a D team. There's a reason why you C team. That doesn't just change because I lost the A team.
For me, it's just because I don't have the availability. Right now, my friend text amount per week varies. I can text 4 or 5 bitches a week. That's it. And I'm not calling y'all bitches to be rude. I'm just saying, y'all my bitches. I can only text about 5 of y'all per week before I'm like...
That? We can't say that.
No. Before I'm like, hold up, this is exhausting. So if a 5th position opens up and I've been texting you every other week, you can move on up, sis.
But don't you think that like the person who like, when they leave that spot, they look at what you're doing and say, obviously she's just replacing her... Like hanging out with so-and-so more, like all this other stuff.
What happens when you and a motherfucker that dropped out decides to get back cool? Do you then have to replace the nigga?
Nah, they got to start from the bottom. You can't just come right back up to the top position.
Friends go come right back into at least if they was A, they at least coming right in at B.
Okay,
like they're not dropping, they're not starting right off.
So isn't that kind of toxic of you if you replace that friend? And then you start getting cool with the replacement. And then the old friend, you want that old thing back. Like, then what do you do with the new friend?
Yeah, that's what John was asking me. I was saying the new friend would come back a little less, and maybe I have room for 6 bitches now.
Pretty much they ain't no coming back is what I'm hearing. There ain't no coming back.
Rez is a friend healer, though.
Yeah, I do.
I feel like Rez can, like...
coexist.
Not coexist. We can be, like...
cordial?
Not a little bit more. What's something a step above cordial? Like, we might not get back all the way.
Associates?
I don't know the levels of friendship. Okay. But, like, we can get back. We might not get back to how we used to be. Yeah, like, we might not get back how it used to be. Because I don't know... If you feel you're going to go back to that way, you're a little suspect. You get suspicious about your friends.
Yeah, I be holding grudges. It's not something I'm proud of.
It's like, if this happened once, yeah, we can be cool. Yeah, that beef can be gone. But it might just be that you're like, but I can't completely ignore that this took place. And we didn't talk for 2 years because you had an issue on your side.
So is protecting your boundaries helpful in the healing process?
I think that's a big part of healing because you're able to take a step back, look at the situation and understand what you're not going to put up with anymore. It's like a part of it is kind of assessing the whole situation. Like, what went wrong in this argument? What could I have said to make this go better? What could this person have done to make it go better? And where do we go wrong? What would I do if we don't speak anymore? Can I deal with not speaking to them anymore? And then you have to take it to the next level and say, what do I do if this person comes back in my life? And then that's where the boundaries come in.
So here's my question for both of y'all. Is healing for you or is healing for everybody that's around, like, the situation? Like, it's like, if something happens between you and a friend and you decide you're going to heal, are you doing it for you so you feel better? Are you doing it so, you know how to interact? Like, that person. Like forgiveness is for you, I guess. Because I feel like forgiveness and healing goes together for some reason. And so when you say I forgive somebody, are you forgiving somebody for you? Or are you forgiving somebody for the circumstance?
All right, so you're asking 2 questions. The first question about forgiveness and healing, I think forgiveness is a part of healing. Okay. So it goes in that box. When you're forgiving somebody, I think it's mostly for you because that's not something that you need to announce to that person. When you're healing, I think it's for everyone around you. Because if you're operating in a place where you're not healed and you're still taking on new friendships and talking to new people and doing all this stuff, it's not going to be healthy for everybody around you because you're still holding on to that baggage and people can kind of sense that. What do you think, John?
I mean, I definitely think that it depends on what the issue is. So, like, you can heal from certain things that are for you, and then you can heal from certain attributes or certain things that happen that you have no problem with how they happen and how they went down, but you're only healing because of how they impacted people around you. So, like, I used to have like a jealousy problem, but I had no problem with the fact that I had a jealous, like, I was a jealous person, but I didn't want that to impact my future relationships. So, all right, I'm going to heal for my relationships, but not for me. Like, I had no problem with it. But then there are other things I think can be beneficial to your life that you might have to heal from. It's like, all right, if you are somebody who is a notorious liar, like, you need to be healing for yourself. Like, you need to, like, that's actually for you because that's stopping you from actually cultivating, like, a good life.
That's true. So... sounds like we're pretty much good with the friendships.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good lie, though, Charles.
I mean, it's nothing wrong.
Easy.
It's nothing wrong with a little cap. It's something wrong with cap locks.
Cap
you just can't stop capping.
You can have a little cap, but not your sentences with the cap.
Don't finish it.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
You can do, you do shift.
Yeah.
You do shift.
Yeah,
in this capital.
Yeah, you can do a shift cap, but
Like,
not.
when I told Eric, like, oh, I'm downstairs, I was actually a block and a half away. Like, just now,
okay.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
alright.
And the funny thing is, I knew that.
see, so it wasn't even a lie at that point because he knows me well enough.
I do wanted to say that I believe that I'm on John's D list of friends.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, babe.
Let that hurt go in
It's
2020.
all right. It might. He said he hired from outside the company, so you just got to get comfortable where you at in that
That's
friendship.
how you got the D.
That's why.
You got the D. He hires you from outside of the company.
That's how you got the D.
Hey,
Oh, that sounded wild.
That's what you said.
Okay. We're not homophobic over here, so it's nothing wrong with getting a D if you got a D. All right.
true.
Speaking of the D,
Oh, I see.
I like the transition.
he's taking the D away from you. He's no longer coming back with the D. He done dropped that D off and he's gone.
Well,
You
that's
guys are no
'cause,
longer.
Nah, he's willing to bring the D back. You on some nut shit.
Okay. Yeah, you can still get the D without the R.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Y'all be
a weird
wildin'.
space.
I don't know why women do that.
You could still get the D without the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did that.
So I think this is a big one for everybody. I don't think people know how to heal from a relationship. Like this may be one of the differences that we didn't talk about with friendships and relationships. Relationships be hurting.
Do they?
Yeah. Like when you break up with somebody, that must be hurting.
Do it.
Meezy, you ain't never been in the shower crying over a relationship.
No.
You ain't never listened to Get It, You Got It Bad on repeat. Crying.
Yeah, but that didn't mean it hurt.
It did hurt.
No.
Why was you listening to it?
Because it was that is a expression.
Sometimes
of how
you listen to
feel.
songs just because you feel like you're supposed to be listening. It's like you actually don't feel the song.
And then you be like, you know what? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Because you don't know how you're supposed to feel.
Exactly.
And then you hear the song and be like, well, maybe.
Maybe Usher knew what he was talking about at the tender age of
Maybe he was
21.
Party might have a point here. What he's talking about. So it's like, I think it's like it depends. Like, I don't think I've ever been like hurt by
I know which
another
song you was
woman.
listening to. Fantasia. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Exactly.
Free yourself. That's your song. That's your breakup
You see-
song.
you
You
see
ain't
me?
low. I
You
know
see
you
me?
love
Like-
North Carolina's very own Miss Fantasia.
See, but listen to the words of that.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
That's not a breakup song. She is letting you know, like, look, we have something and I want you.
Yep, that's what
But
she's
if
saying.
you don't want me,
Pull up.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Leave
So,
me alone.
a lot of times in relationship, that's how it goes. Like, we have a relationship that is not clicking. It's not working. And for some reason, depending on what side it is, somebody wants the other person more than the other person does. And so now...
More times than not, it's always somebody loving somebody a little bit more than the other person loves them.
So then you got to figure out where is the hurt. Because we not talking about, physical abuse. We usually talk about emotional abuse. Like something's not going right there.
That's right.
And so you got to heal from that. Like niggas cheating on you might hurt you more than you saying, I don't think he loves me no more because he don't show me no more attention. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different types of hurts that you could possibly heal from. And you can't, like we said earlier, you can't heal the same way. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I've been hurt to the point where I needed to heal.
We could set the scene, make it general. How you jump?
My foot touched down. My fault.
We could set the scene. I feel like, let's just start with somebody being a liar or a cheater and things just not working out from there.
So this isn't a situationship. This is an actual
relationship. A cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker, and I don't. So I'm taking the house.
We're not breaking hearts in 2020.
No, we're not.
We're not breaking hearts in 2020?
That's what we say in January.
Oh, that's what they say?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got to see what happens 3-4 months from now.
Yeah, niggas say, I always say this shit. And then come fucking July, it's fucking hot girl season again. Mm-hmm. We don't know. What are you talking about?
You back breaking hearts. You back cheating and lying.
Right.
Just like the hoe.
This year was supposed to be different. To the rest of the decade, we go.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not.
All right.
How?
All right, so I'll take the lead on this. I think the first step to healing from an unhealthy relationship, we'll just categorize it as that, is you gotta cry.
I thought you was gonna say.
You gotta cry.
Is that what we starting off?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Escalated so
you
quickly.
gotta cry.
But this is from a female perspective.
Yeah.
True. You know they love to say that us black men don't cry. So.
I'm gonna y'all do be crying, and that's okay. It's okay to cry. I know some of you guys grew up in houses where they told you to suck that shit up or you a man, don't cry. It's okay to cry though. This is a safe space.
I don't remember that, but I just don't cry.
Okay. We'll talk about it later. The first step, I'm gonna let you get your step off in a second, okay? First step is to cry. Let all those feelings out. Second step, this is gonna be a hard one because you're gonna go back and forth about this. Block that person. Block them. Unfollow them on social media. All of it. I'm talking Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Messenger. Don't forget about Messenger.
Yeah.
Block their number.
Email.
Block their mama's number. Block their cousin number.
Deep. He
All
said
the family members, you gotta let go of the family members.
Right. And then go to your phone settings. General. Block all them unknown numbers from calling you. I think there's a way to do it. WMEZ? Is there a way?
Oh, it just silence them.
Group me.
It won't let it ring.
Get out that group that they in.
You gotta get out that group y'all in together. Like
Because
you gotta let it go for a little bit.
Somebody in that group going to keep trying to text in that group, not knowing that it's over between y'all and it's going to be real awkward. Just leave the group.
How much do y'all niggas got in your phone?
It's a lot.
Everybody.
Exes be trying to get in contact with you, especially when they know they was wrong. They be trying to get back.
Can't relate.
Make sure you delete your words with friends.
Delete all the
Try to start up
games.
the game from
Trippy Greg still trying to go off.
Be back on the app like, yo, you want to play? Old times.
Snapchat. People always forget the Snapchat one.
So after you block, this might be a little tricky phase. You could go either way. You could take some time off from dating, or you could jump back in it. Now the old saying goes, the best way to get over an old man is to get under a new one. For me personally, it works because now you know that you a bad bitch again. You know that niggas want what you got, and you know you still got it. So you could play that game a little bit. However, I would not suggest jumping immediately into something because you still need to heal. It's okay to have sex while you're healing.
Say that you mess up, get caught.
But
Again.
matter of fact, after you get under him, block his ass too.
He'll sneak up on you. They say, dang.
Now you in love again.
I just see this girl at the timeline and say, if we go on the first date, I'm fucking first night. Because we at the age now where I know if the dick ain't good, ain't no need for a second one. I was like, that makes sense.
That's true.
That's got a good point.
That's true.
Good point.
All right, so after you do all that, I think that's when you take your me time, get yourself together. Some ladies like to get back in the gym, eat healthy, just focus on them, because I feel like most times when you're in a relationship, you turn into a different version of yourself. You start adapting to what you would do with that person, like your routine to go home and call them, or your routine to go home and cook and eat and watch shows together. Do something different. Switch it up. Switch up the routine. And you got to just shake it. Like, just take your time. What you don't do is drink every night, smoke weed, go to the hookah bar. It gets dangerous. It turns into a downward spiral.
Hookah bar kind of.
So then my next question is, did all that shit work for you?
Did it work for me? Yeah, I healed. And then what else I did? The other thing I did was I had some talks with myself in the mirror while I was crying. Like, I wasn't just crying. That's a waste of time. Go look at yourself in the mirror while you crying.
So you
no, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. It works. Not only do you see how stupid you look, that wasn't me on the internet, but you're able to identify with yourself. Like, you're looking at yourself.
Why am I living it? Look at how I'm living.
No, look at how you living. You really fucked up. And you know what? That situation was fucked up because you stupid. I'm talking to you.
Stupid. Dang. This that tough love approach right here.
No, but guys, it works. All right, so cry, block, fucking suck, work on your body, and then talk to yourself in the mirror.
I don't think you should do it in that order. But.
All right. So what about the person that says that is not as easy as it seems?
It's not.
And they're super hooked.
I don't know what.
Nothing about it was easy. Nothing about it is easy. It's nothing easy about blocking that person. It's nothing easy about crying about it. But you're gonna go through these cycles. It's cycles to a breakup. Like, you're hurt, you're sad, you're angry, you're depressed, and then you reach the promised land.
I don't remember none of that shit from any of my breakups.
Okay.
Yeah, I never cried.
Damn.
So
Okay.
I ain't never.
So how do men heal? How do you guys obviously healed from a relationship. You guys aren't just out here single. You haven't been single since you left the wound. You know, you haven't been single this whole time. So you went through a breakup. How did you heal from it?
Let's start thinking like when I was 16,
Did I heal?
like when I was 16 and she broke up with me, and then after I played Get You Out of My System loudly for about 30 days, what did I do?
My song was Heart Don't Break Even. When the heart break, you don't break even.
It don't break even. That's like, how does it go? That is a good song.
Look at his bag.
That is a good song.
So then I started thinking like they progressed over time. Yeah. Like at 16, I just kept living life. And then it actually helped with confidence because it was like, yo, I bagged this one. I could probably find another one.
Okay, so you got under a new one.
So that's a one. That was 16. Then the breakup at 23 was we broke up, and then I was like, you know what? I'm free. So then it was like, but wait, I'm gonna go back. Like, it was very toxic. It's just like you break up, you go back. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, there is a backsliding stage in breakups.
There's a backslide.
I didn't mention that. Sorry, ladies. There is a backslide, and there's nothing wrong with backsliding.
Sometimes
Sometimes it don't take you one time to learn that he's a piece of shit. You need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times,
especially
for
black
him to prove
people.
you.
We don't break up. We don't break up for real for a long time. we go twice.
Call him right now.
Right. Yeah. However long y'all dated. The backsliding most likely going to take twice as long afterwards.
You preaching now,
y'all
John.
dated 6 months.
You
it's going to
preaching
take
now.
a year of backsliding before you like, all right, I'm good.
That's a text alert.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So then I was like, well, then the one after that was just probably the latest one. It was me, like, I got to a place of lonely. And so when you get to a place of lonely, because it's not a place of lonely because you're by yourself. It's a place of, I don't like none of these bitches. Like, I don't really like them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like them the way I used to like somebody. So now it's me like sitting here thinking, why don't I like somebody? Like, why won't I like these things?
So you get to a point of reflection after a while.
So then you start like...
you digging deep in
she
yourself.
wants some substance.
Right. All mine was external. You digging deep. Why?
You all about that utility.
So then you start processing what you want the next one to be like. So then I was
manifesting.
Thinking,
that's what they call it in 2020.
Yeah.
Manifesting.
So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, the last one. So then when I go through that process of the women I'd been with, when I was 16, we was in high school, so you didn't have shit. So then I upgraded to a girl with a job and an apartment. So then after that, I upgraded to a girl who could drive, right? So now I broke up with the girl who had a good job, who could drive. Now I'm thinking, well, what do I want now? So then it's like, well, I don't really like this girl that much, but she do drive. I don't really like this girl.
You start putting together different girls to make the perfect girl.
I really don't like this girl because it's not physical. Yeah. Because obviously you giving them play because of the physical. So it don't really matter about that. So then it's like, well, this one girl, we vibe well, but I can see that she get distance sometimes. And I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
That might be a trigger.
That might be a trigger. I might not be trying to vibe with you if I don't know when I can get in contact with you. Mm-hmm. So then you start putting together this list of like, oh, this don't work. So then when you finally find somebody, I felt like I was healed. Like, oh, I think I'm good now because I feel this way about somebody. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, we can do this. Because I didn't sit in the house and cry. No, I kept living life. I was going out getting drunk, spending the night at somebody's house that I didn't really like. Putting them jeans back on at 8:30 in the morning to go home.
That's nasty.
It's so trash.
I hate when you don't pack an overnight bag and you gotta wear that same outfit back out.
Question.
Oh,
I used to have to go home, grab sweatpants, and then go. Like, I can't do this.
Quick question. So was the drinking and stuff like that, was that more of a distraction or was that technically you trying to heal?
I think it was both. I think it led me to see what it was that I like. This is gonna sound bad, but you ever like get drunk and then send the text, and then get there and be like, all right, cool.
See, I was never a drunk texter.
Oh, you're not?
I'm never a drunk texter or drunk caller. Like, I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh, you know, I'm going to get drunk. I send a text sober, and then maybe I get drunk, but nah.
So then, even with that, you set it up.
Yeah, I'm going to see you tonight after or something like that.
So you get drunk, then you go over there, right? And you go over there, whatever happens, happens. Then the next day you realize, why the fuck did I go over there? Like, I remember one time I would do this with this girl. I would do that like every night. I'd go over there at 2:30, right? Then one day I was exactly. Like, yeah, like whatever.
Never left the club early.
You had time for the bar to close and then your travel time to get there.
I'm closing out the club. Don't get me wrong.
Fuck that. You still better be up.
Big facts. Bulls used to go up.
Keep your phone on loud.
But one time I didn't. I was sober that night. I like stayed sober. I didn't have nothing to drink. And she texted me and told me to come over there. And I was like, all right, I'll go. But then when I got there, I was like, bro, why am I here?
Yeah, sober thoughts are the best thoughts.
Why am I here? And it's just like, so I thought like the alcohol, to answer your question, the alcohol puts you in a place where you're uncomfortable. And so then when you start like realizing, damn, I went over there drunk. I ain't really want to. It was just good for the moment because my dick was hard. And it was like... No, I shouldn't have been there. Yeah. I don't want this type of relationship. I don't want this. And so you start processing it the same way.
I think that's a good step to when you keep going back to the ex is when you stop feeling full afterwards. Like maybe the first time you might feel like, oh, this was good. We can still talk. And then you still notice that they have those same patterns. And it's kind of like a slap in the face. By like the fifth time that you've been over there, you start feeling empty. Like, where is this going? Is this going anywhere? Is this person still the same person? Do I text them the next day? Like, and then you start to kind of wake up and realize like,
that's a real
I got to do better.
Is this person still the same person? Like, is this still the person I dated? Because you don't know what they got going on their side because y'all aren't talking on a regular. So you don't get to like really see their personality as much. So you don't know what they got going on.
I think my favorite part of healing was the seclusion. when you like take yourself away from people. Cause girls used to want to be like, oh, we should hook up tonight, and I just be like, nah, you know what? I'm really not.
I need some time.
I'm not really with the shit.
What you got, E?
So it was just a quick thing, but it was like one of the last things I wanted to say. So they say that when healing with relationships, they say normally women take it the hardest up front, and then they basically, so say like over 30 days, right? It's really hard day 1, but 30 is like they're unfazed, right? But then they say that with men, they're unfazed in the beginning, and then they're taking it the hardest at 30.
I don't think
day
that's
30.
true.
You don't think that's true?
No, because it's how niggas process shit.
Wait, John didn't share his breakup experience and his healing.
How you get your healing?
How you heal, John?
You get your heal right.
I typically heal, so obviously you have the backsliding stage afterwards. But I think what I always realize is that, and this isn't the most healthy mindset, but typically I'm like, oh, I'm going to end up like doing better. Like this wasn't for me. Like I'm about to do so much better because like this obviously wasn't for me. So at that point, I think when I generally get that realization, like this isn't me, I'm wasting my time and I really don't need to do this, then I get to the point of what Rez was talking about, like taking that person out of my life completely. And I'm always like, typically when I do that, it helps me to heal because I realize how easy it is for me to take people out of my life. Like you think people are totally ingrained in your life until you take them out. And then you realize that was actually kind of easy. All I had to do was block here, block there, and then tell my best friend like, yo, we don't talk to her no more. And then like, it's just done. So, and like your family stops bringing them up eventually. Like, so all that stuff happens. And once that happens and they stop becoming like constant reminders, like you may see their car that they drive. That's always going to be a thing. The car is always going to be a thing. Whenever you,
one model.
Right? It's one model.
I never saw that 96 Honda Accord and I started saying this
96.
Now I see it every week. Like, why?
Every week, you always, and that's gonna last for years and years. I don't think that means you didn't heal. It's just like you was probably riding the car a lot. Like, it's one of them things. But the car, I think that's one of the things that always stays.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's crazy how easy it is to take somebody out of your life.
Memories. Y'all
Yeah.
keep the memories. Like,
Yeah.
You know that time we was at the Walmart that time? And
Right.
so it's like, oh, I went in the Walmart. Oh, it's a candy bar on the ground. They remember it. Yeah. But it's like, oh.
And then I think when you're in a small city like Winston or Delaware, where I'm from, you always have to think about like what it's going to be like when you run into that person.
Oh, that's because it's different every time.
Yeah, something.
No run-in is the exact same.
I would suggest to people who are dating and you're taking people to places that you like, you let them know up front, bitch, if we break up, don't you bring your ass back around here. This is my spot.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Shit work.
These my friends. Don't you bring your ass back around here.
Because that's the worst part. It's like, all right, who gets the friends in this divorce? Like,
Right, who gets the friends?
Who owns the group?
But I don't think that's how that works.
No, but it's true. Like, it's so hard for...
But I think
For
the friends
me.
choose. Like, y'all don't choose. The friends choose who gets the friends. Like, because you can say, well, they were my friends first all you want, but if they like her better than you, she gonna get the friend.
If she cheated on you, how do they get to still be friends with her?
So hey, some friends will make that choice. Be like, yeah, I know she did this to you, but she
was
didn't do
mad
this to
cool.
me. Yeah,
That was
right.
y'all shit.
We actually really vibe.
Did you think about how you was putting it down?
Right, yeah, exactly. It's like she
what
told
did
you
you
wasn't
do?
putting it down right. You got to understand, Winston-Salem is a small market. They're like, yo, look, ain't a lot of friend opportunities out here. I got to take it where I can get it.
Shit.
We don't know that many black people here. We got to stick together. She was dope.
Now, you don't keep messing with those friends. Like, yeah, they can make that choice, but you let them know. Like,
Your friends are shit.
yo, we not.
I'm going to let my friends know up front. Bitch, if you still talking to that nigga, you ain't got to talk to me no more.
Yeah, don't talk to me
You don't
no
even
more.
got to come around here no more. Don't talk to me
Like,
no
my
more.
friends know, they call me like, yo, you believe so-and-so like my photo? I be like, dang, yep, that's a real friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know why she liking my stuff.
That's funny.
'Cause
But, oh no, that's wild. Fuck them friends, bro.
Fuck them friends.
Hey, I know a lot of friend groups who've done that. Like,
All right, that's crazy. Because I feel like, all right, I'm gonna say this and then we can round this out. But I feel like if you're still gonna be friends with somebody that I was dating, especially being in a heterosexual relationship where, you know, my friends are girls and you're a guy and y'all still kicking it, that's gonna lead to something. And y'all gonna start talking about me, and then y'all gonna start talking about how he hurt, and then y'all gonna start
for the
meeting
ex
up.
not to come up, and your friend's gonna be in a compromising position where it's like, all right, the ex has come up in some scenario conversation, and they talking about you, and it's like now your friend got to choose.
Or now they talk about, so you want to meet up for drinks? She ain't know how to handle you, but I do, and now you got to fight both of them.
Dang. Come out swinging. I'm joking.
All right, so from all of the situations that we talked about, we couldn't touch on all of them. How would you guys say that you know that you healed from something? Is there a sign? You just wake up feeling better one day?
I guess. One of those. I don't even know what it looked like to be healed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Beezy said, "Ain't no healing."
Right.
So that shit still hurt. I'm thinking about it.
Right. God damn.
Compound interest out here.
Damn, I was dumb. That bitch wasn't coming home. I'd have moved on in life, but damn, you think about it, like, damn, she wasn't coming home. I was missing that.
I'm gonna cry about it right now.
I don't know what might trigger it. Fucking Waffle House. Remember that's where we used to always go on dates. Damn, that bitch had me fucked up.
No.
So I don't know. So I feel like it's just you.
She had me doing her dishes.
Yeah.
How the nerve of that bitch.
I know what I ain't gonna tolerate. Jazz ain't finna make me do her dish. Like, what? I think it's just you get to a place where you figure out where it's okay to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody dies, it's like, it's okay to go to their house now and you don't have to feel this emptiness. Or it's somebody, if you lose a friend, it's okay to go to wherever the girl's night spot was. And you can go in there and not have to be like, is she gonna be here? Or you know what I'm saying?
You just don't care if she's gonna be there.
You don't care no more.
That's a good point.
I got cheated on, but I'm at a place in the new relationship where I don't think they gonna cheat on me. I think you just move past shit. And then, it's always gonna be a reminder. It's always gonna be a reminder about something. And so you just gotta get to a place where you're okay with it. You content.
So it's acceptance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think with me, when I get to the point where I don't have to actively do anything anymore, I know I feel like with my exes, typically whenever they like would call or their name flashes up, I would get like a feeling in my heart. So like when we stopped dating, like whenever I hear their name or see them, I would feel like a pain in my heart. Like when I stop feeling that, then I know, like, all right, cool. Like, when I see them and I no longer feel that, or, like, I'm not having to, like, say, oh, is she going to be there, stuff like that, then that's when I know I've healed and I've completely moved on. Like, I can be around this person, it's whatever.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, so, he got paid, he's smart, and he's sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Just got out here making it hard.
Not everybody get a pain in their heart when they think about it.
He says,
yeah, I think it goes back. I think it's safe to say that sometimes people think healing just looks like you never think about it anymore, or it doesn't hurt you anymore, or you just forget about it. And that's not true. I don't think it's all the way true. It's just you learn how to adapt to the situation and still keep your life rolling without being crippled by what happened to you.
Because I think with that fucking distraction is not healing.
It's not.
It's not.
Because once the distraction is gone, you're still back to thinking about what the fuck hurt you.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to heal from some of the stuff that I went through, like years. Like John said, it takes you 2-3 years to get over. If you were with somebody for a year, double that and multiply it by 6. Like, it takes you a while to get over.
That's still another 12 years on the docket.
Yeah, ladies, don't think I'm talking about 30 days, whatever he was talking about. No, it takes a while. Like, you really have to grow yourself back into that woman that you were before you met him. And I think that's where the attraction comes in. You look better when you're healed. You're not hurting.
Do you?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think niggas can see it.
Y'all can. That's how, you know how girls always say, he know when I'm moving on, because you look better, bitch. You're not sitting around in your sweats anymore.
No,
you done pulled it together.
No, I just still want to fuck.
I mean, you can't, like, when you have conversations with girls, you can tell sometimes quickly when they not letting that hurt go.
And it's to E's point, bro. E just asked us, they said a 30-day thing. Bitch, I was in your DMs the first week. Just because I done let 15 days, I thought you figured out. You done took some time. Yes, I'm coming back. I still want you back. Like,
okay, so you're saying it's not.
Yeah,
you guys don't get an alert saying she's over you. You just you've been doing
keep
it.
Shooting. Keep shooting, bro. The first week you had a bad game, bro. How do shooters get out of having a bad game? You keep shooting.
Keep playing.
I mean, I don't like shooting shots at my old situations because I don't want to give them the satisfaction of saying like, he shot his shot at me again.
I knew he was coming back.
You ain't gonna say that about me.
If you want a back,
oh yeah,
you gotta keep shooting.
That's if you want a back.
Yeah,
Yo,
like
Meezy said it's a best of 7 tries.
yes, bro. It's a best of 7. Like, bro, a lot of times
shots you don't shoot.
let's just keep it a buck.
All right, John, go on.
Let's keep it a buck. Men don't usually break up with the women. The women get tired of the guy. So, because if I had my case, I would have you and the bitch I've been fucking with.
Dang.
You see what I'm saying? Or
Savage.
I would still treat you the way I've been treating you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. These bitches get dumb too. You seen this hot girl summer? It's a lot of single girls after last summer.
I was about to say,
Who?
girls get dumb. Well, in this new generation, I feel like I heard this one guy say, he was like, see, y'all the type of generation, y'all will like quit a girl. He was like, when we were coming up, we messed with a girl and dealt with a girl until she quit us.
Yes,
He was like, but in our generation, homeboys, they out here cutting girls off.
No, what Rashad say? I'm a prize too.
yes,
Right.
I do not know any guy who just quit somebody without moving on to a new one.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like okay, I like her now, but if the other one was giving me play, I'm still gonna entertain it. Like,
Ladies, we're gonna have to put out a poll on this. Let me know if niggas be leaving you. I know it's gonna hurt your pride.
right?
They gonna make sure other people don't submit a response.
You ever get dumped? I got dumped. I ain't even gonna hold you. Niggas do be leaving us. They be leaving
Well,
us.
I ain't gonna put your business out here like that. I ain't gonna put your business out here like that.
Shut up. All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna take a break.
I'm a prize.
All right, y'all. We're back for our final thoughts. So over this conversation, I've been writing down some of the ways people heal. Let's just go through them really quickly, and I want you guys to let me know if it's toxic, if it's not, or if it's in between. All right. So the first one is social media breaks. Toxic, not toxic, or good?
I think it's
in between.
a break.
Yeah.
I think a break is toxic. Well, I'm finna get these thoughts off.
Okay.
You only use your social media to show the glow up or talk the shit.
I think,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. What you think, John?
I don't know, because I don't really use Facebook for that, because that's when people get in your business.
Yeah, I feel like then you're just changing your behavior, and that's showing that person's impacting you. Like I have done social media breaks in the past just to show I'm not having as much fun. I'm not doing anything to my ex.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually can be toxic by taking a social media break.
I think it ends up hurting you.
Yeah.
I have a great time on Twitter. I have a lot of fun scrolling and seeing what's going on and laughing and keeping up with everybody else. Now I got to sit in the box because you hurt my feelings.
Right.
Fuck out of here. I think it's toxic.
Then you try to do it, and then you realize, this shit pointless.
Right.
Overall,
Yep. All right, so the whole I'ma fuck that nigga, I'ma get under a new nigga, or I'm about to go sleep with some more girls, toxic, not toxic, or fair game. What y'all think?
Fair game.
Fair game?
Fire, bro. Because in the end, it's just like, I mean, you don't need to know about, like, your count goes up, but I don't think, we don't care about count. I'm not
Technically,
asking your numbers.
The internet said if you use a condom, it doesn't count.
Wow, is that what we're on
Who's using
now?
condoms?
Yeah. You ever wash your hands with gloves on?
You love this
Do it
part.
count? Nope. All right, there it is. So, if I caught a body with a condom on, we ain't fuck. I got like 2 bodies.
What if one of the
I got more bodies than I had.
What if 50% of the time you wore a condom, 51% of the time you wore a condom with them, and the other 49 you didn't? Does
So
that
now-
mean
yeah.
she don't count
Well,
because
God,
majority
well,
of the time
I'm
you
It's a half a body.
Yeah, it's a half a body.
4.5. That's a half.
What are y'all talking about, bro? I've never been like, you know what? I just had sex with her last night without a condom. Tonight I'm gonna try to see what it feel like with one on.
No, you're talking about it wrong. This is when you first get introduced to the pussy. You got to put a condom on. After
Just
y'all
'cause
get
she
comfortable,
wants you
then you Meezy. Okay.
She just wants you to.
Your condom talk is toxic. Meezy is in a relationship, listeners. Don't listen to Meezy.
Right.
Meezy doesn't use condoms.
Not in 2020.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I don't mean to put my business out there, but
So
what's a condom?
It was fair game?
Is a whole phase fair game or toxic?
Yes, bro. Go for it. That's how you know.
I feel like,
bro, until you go to the buffet and test out the foods, you're not gonna know what you like.
certain people, whole phase, I think that's just what's gonna work for them. Mm-hmm. Others, they're like, a whole phase is actually just gonna end up
hurting their feelings.
Yeah.
Nigga, you seen he was in your DMs and you wanted to try what the dick was like. Nah. Now you got the chance because you're not in a relationship no more.
You're not wasting time, money,
go for it.
Effort, all the stuff that you really shouldn't be doing in time and healing.
If you do it now, you won't cheat on your next thing. Go for it.
The thing about the hoe phase that people don't mention after you get out of a relationship, you don't really know how to hoe right. Like you'll get the dick and then text them good morning. No ma'am. No, ma'am. You have to wait. You don't text. Like, just let it go. You can't text him good morning after you got the ding. He just seen you.
What you doing tonight?
No. No, ma'am. You don't know how to hoe.
Write that down. We got to have this conversation. About the shit we don't need to have happen. Like, I spent the night with you last night. It's okay if I don't speak to you the next day.
Exactly.
Like, it's cool.
Exactly. I had a lot of fucked up situations with that. But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna say it's in the middle for me.
I like it.
You said it's fair game.
Go for it.
You think it's in the middle or it's a no?
I think it's a no. I don't think. Yeah, for long term, actual legitimate healing, I don't think a whole phase actually does anything.
All right. So the next one is therapy.
Oh, I think you should just do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have a therapist while in the relationship.
You was crazy from the jump.
You should have been having therapy the whole time.
Yeah.
Getting into a new relationship.
Right away?
Yeah. I'm talking about with the person you was cheating with. Now y'all go together. You ain't have no time to get your shit together.
Don't incriminate yourself that we ain't saying nothing.
I've never cheated.
I'm going to say jumping into a new relationship.
Black men don't cheat.
It's toxic.
I don't know. It helps.
You can't do the back-to-back.
Nah, it helps you get over the last one. For sure.
That's some nasty work, bro.
What?
I don't know.
I did, bro.
It's crazy how much money you save, like when you get single and you're not really dealing with nobody. So to hop right back into spending the money, because you spend a lot more at the beginning of the relationship too. At least when you got some time in, you be like, all right, you gonna cover it tonight or something like that. When you get right back in a relationship,
you got to start out with courting and stuff.
Yeah, you courting. You
like it.
You meeting family again. You doing all this stuff.
Oh, so this a nigga you took her man, right? Oh, you heard? Oh, okay. No.
I like it.
All right, ladies. So he's handsome, he's smart, he's sensitive, and he's frugal.
All right, so I'm gonna say no.
We're gonna get you right, John.
For the new relationship, what you got?
I'm gonna say yes.
You say yes?
Just because you like, it's like when you get out of a relationship that ended abruptly, you're still in relationship phase, right? So you can enjoy.
You know how to do the relationship.
You can enjoy being with somebody again because everybody knows the best part. Well, it's not always, not forever, but one of the best parts of being in the relationship is the newness of it. When you first start dating somebody,
I hate that awkward ass phase.
And you first find out they can cook.
You know what I'm saying? But now, so now you're doing that with somebody else.
And if you play it right, you could still have sex with your ex.
I don't know about that.
Black men don't cheat.
Rez, you need to.
I'm going to say.
Go through a phone or something.
I'm going to say.
Check her email.
Group me. Get the group me.
Always talk about them DMs.
Right. You got the TA password. You know she using it.
No. Okay. So I'm saying no. Meezy saying yes.
Yeah,
it's a no for me beyond like some type of first love at first sight type thing.
Okay. All right. Some
love
fairy
at first
tale.
sight could be your favorite. Could be last forever.
That lightning.
Yeah, if it's lightning, all right, whatever. But I don't think unless anything beyond that, I don't know if a relationship right out of it is good.
All right. The next one is crying. I'm gonna say it's good.
Nah, because that's bias. I'm gonna say no.
No.
I ain't never cried.
So you gonna say no too?
I was drunk.
I was drunk.
All right.
That was hitting my soul that night.
Self-reflecting.
Oh, it's great. It's
yes,
great.
That's good.
Because it'll tell you what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah, self-reflecting. As long as it doesn't turn into like fantasizing.
Okay. All right. And the last one is venting on social media.
Best one. Best one.
I love the people who get into a relationship. They take us through their whole relationship and then they break up and fight on Facebook. Ooh. Hands down. Top 10. Top 10. I love seeing fuck my baby mama statuses. My baby daddy ain't buy the baby shit the whole time. Like, I love it. I love it.
I ain't seen that one in a while.
I love a good breakup story.
It used to be fun. Back in 2011, I used to get it off. I used to be fun.
Is it toxic?
You need to update your friends.
Well, I ain't never, like, back then it was easier because I was 23. Fuck that bitch. But now it's like, you know, you break up with somebody, you don't hate them unless, you know, they did some fucked up shit to you. Mm-hmm. Like now, like, you know, the last relationship, we just faded apart. So it's cool. It ain't like I had to say.
I'm going to say get your shit off.
Yeah, get your shit off. And you might get some sympathy pussy from it.
I'm going to say no, but like vent to your friends.
Yeah.
Like really vent to your friends about like all your feelings about it. And then it's like a constant reminder. Like, and they'll hold you accountable. They'll be like, well, just 2 weeks ago you were saying this. Damn. So
be careful about venting to your friends because they're going to judge you like shit when you backslide.
That's true.
They're going to be looking at you.
Which is why you need to vent. When you vent to them, be sure that you done because your friend's going to hold you accountable.
And then you have to turn the cap locks on when you just steady lying to them. You're just like, no, I didn't text her. No, we're not talking. Nigga, I see her brush right there. She's in the bathroom. Yeah, be careful what you vent to your friends if you plan on going back because they're going to hold the grudge longer than you will.
I don't know why I thought about this, but...
What?
You ever be happy about the breakup? Like, oh, it's over?
Oh, yeah.
For real? Oh, he's back in these streets.
What y'all on tonight? Get the 40s.
The last time I was...
Let me see if old girl was in my DMs early when I first got that girlfriend still was trying to act right.
Last time I was happy about a breakup, yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Fuck being sad.
That sympathy pussy always hit.
All right. When you stroll in the streets finding that new pussy, let me give you a playlist that you can listen to get it right. You are now tuned in.
You're now tuned in to WMEZ. Well, the W stands for Wood. This week we got Rini with Meet Me in Amsterdam here on WMEZ.
Textually active.
I would sail across the world, roll this boat from dusk to dawn, to a place where we belong. Yeah, your body is calling me. There ain't no sunshine, no sunshine where I was before. But I found love, warmth in your arms. Won't you come closer? Let it take over.
That was Rini, Meet Me in Amsterdam. Has been added to your Baby Maker playlist for the week. So if you want to hear this song and much more, be sure to go to your favorite streaming service, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. Type in Textually Active Podcast. The Baby Maker playlist should come up for you. This has been WMEZ, where the W stands for
Would.
Textually active.
All right, guys. Pull your memes out. I think I picked a meme that is on the flip side because I don't want to act like I'm an innocent person in all of this. I'm toxic too. So I know I hurt some people out there, and it goes without saying, fuck you, I don't care. But I'm going to just let y'all know my toxic trait. I have an obsessive personality. I either like you too much or I don't like you at all. And I can go from one to the other pretty damn quick. I crave routine and stability, so the slightest change of tone or action, and I automatically assume the worst and stop fucking with you. Period. That's it.
That was honest.
That was me in a nutshell.
John, what you got?
So I don't know if y'all are familiar with Enneagram, but I recently got put on. I'm a type 7 Enneagram. So this meme is in reference to that. And it says, type 7s be like, kind of want to work out, kind of want to eat loaded cheese fries, kind of want to nap for 5 days, kind of want to get my life together by 3 on Thursday. So
Some shit going on with them type 7s.
Yeah, we be all over the place.
Damn, you got to share that with us. I'll put the link below if you guys want to figure out what your type is.
That's my type. I'll close it out. This just how I be feeling, and I'm sure a few of y'all can relate. I don't always have time to get my shit together, but when I do, I don't.
Okay. That's it.
I don't.
I'm always wait till the end of the day to get ready.
Right.
Knowing that I knew all day I had somewhere to be.
Exactly.
That's it.
No.
Same thing with them homework assignments. All right. Well, thank you, John, for coming on Textually Active Pod.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally made it.
Right. You're welcome here anytime. And if you know somebody that will be a great guest, let them know that, we're open. Mm-hmm. We need people to talk to. We like talking to people.
Right. It's funner now.
It's fun.
I had to open. I had to grow.
You had to open up.
You know what I'm saying? I was asleep, but now I'm up.
I like having guests. Let us know how you like John. I know you guys were feeling Rashad a lot. Shout out to Rashad. Shout out to John for coming through. Make sure you show him some love. His page is private, but you can comment under the Textually Active post, and we'll kind of screen you to let you know if you're open or not.
I mean, especially because we'll screen them. We're some. I think we D-list friends. We still get you in contact with.
I think we might be
y'all
C.
go.
We on C because we be hanging out with John on the weekend sometimes. That's C level stuff.
True.
All I know is that he on his podcast. We better be at B. Or it's finna be some issues.
It's all good. But as always, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Textually Active Pod. Go check us out on YouTube. We're putting our videos up all the time. Subscribe to the YouTube. Leave a comment. As you know, we go live on our Instagram every Friday. Sometimes a pop-up Monday. Be sure to tune in. Talk to us. We always talk back. Follow us on Twitter at Textually Act Pod. And we're on Facebook at Textually Active Pod. But y'all know where to find us.
Whole lot of gang shit.
All the links below.
Love you guys.
We'll holla.
Thank you for listening to the Textually Active podcast. This podcast is a full-service production from the Open Media Lab. Be sure to check in every Textual Tuesday along with following them on all social media at Textually Active Pod. Textually Active is a part of the Open Media Network.